Happy Monday. I'm so glad to be here with you this week, and we're going to have high levels of learning. I'm really excited this week about our announcements. We got some great announcements, so make sure you're paying double attention this week. As we're standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, let's go ahead and do our uniform check. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. And now, for a moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated. You know what time it is. It's time for Can You Guess? And this week's going to be a little bit different. This week is in the theme of elves, because I've been seeing them pop up all over the building lately. And so this week we have a special challenge. It's called Where's the Elf? It says Santa's elves are hard at work, aren't they? With just days to go before Christmas, 10 of the naughty elves have gone missing. The workshop is in chaos, and there are still presents to make. Santa must launch a worldwide search to find his pesky elves and save Christmas before it's too late. Can you help find the 10 elves and Santa Claus himself on each of the fun, action-packed pages? Here's what we do. There are 10 elves and Santa Claus hiding on this page. Your job is to find them. Now, teachers, here's a pro tip. If you're going to do this, I would tell them they have 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes to find them, something like that. And as they're finding them, you can circle them. But students, we're not doing that right now. No, this picture will be up at the very end of the announcements for you to find. So you're going to have a lot of opportunity to find these if your teacher chooses. But like I said, probably only a couple minutes. But maybe you can come back to it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday if you don't finish. Moving on, it is time for our video of the week.
This YouTuber wanted to see if it was possible to grow a fish using caviar he bought from a grocery store.
That's like fish
After
eggs.
properly fertilizing them, he waited 36 hours and was amazed to see that it worked. A bunch of eggs were starting to grow, but only one was strong enough to keep growing. That one fish kept getting bigger and stronger every day. The fish eventually became fully grown and now lives in a local pond. I know Canada gets a lot of snow, but this is a little extreme.
Oh, that's the snow in Canada? Oh my gosh, no way. Okay, y'all cannot complain about it being cold anymore. That is crazy. Oh, there goes, he's gonna jump. He looks so happy. Oh my gosh. Okay, that Canada snow, that was crazy. Growing a fish was crazy. Those were all awesome videos this week.
Does YouTube?
All right. Oh, it is time for Goodness Gracious Great Things at Barrel. Okay. We had Imagine Math Incentive. So last week, I think I was telling y'all about the people who had gotten to 30. This week, I want to share with y'all some people who got 50. Why? Because they got to spin the wheel. You might have seen me going around the halls with that. So if they got 50 Imagine Math, they get to spin the wheel. So do y'all remember if we spell feral falcons one letter at a time and we get all the way to the end, what happens? That's right. The whole building will get a free dress pass. But then we started out, and remember, Emerald was the first one in the building to get a letter for us. So she got us the F. But since then, we haven't gotten any letters. But that's going to change right now. So the first person who got to spin the wheel was Aiden, and he won a slap bracelet stuffed animal. Awesome. Jaden spun the wheel, and he got number 14, which is Mr. Brunk wears whatever Miss Tway chooses. So that's going to be hilarious whenever she chooses his outfit. I don't know what it's going to be, but we will see it on that day. He doesn't get to choose his clothes. Miss Tway gets to choose it. Then Hayden, he spun and he got some stickers. Plus, he got one letter for everyone. So now we're at FA. Thank you, Hayden, for that. Then Angel spun the wheel. She didn't want a picture, but she spun the wheel and she got a letter for us. And then Dwayne spun the wheel and she got some candy. She didn't want a picture either. She got some candy and she got a letter for us. Then Patrick spun the wheel. He got 25 points for his house grit. Plus, he got a letter. So now we got FARRE. And then guess what happened? Ben spun the wheel and got a blow pop for the whole house of courage. You've got to be kidding me. So that means I get to walk around the whole school and give everyone sometime this week in the house of courage a blow pop. That is awesome. And then after that, Jeremiah spun the wheel, got 25 points for courage plus one letter. So now we're at feral, kind of feral. And then what happened is Caden spun the wheel and he got 2 letters for us. So now we're at feral F. That is awesome. So we went from just an F to feral F. So thank y'all if y'all spun the wheel and got letters. We are over halfway there to a free dress day. Remember, just get 50 Imagine Math and you can spin 2. Oh wait, there was one more person who spun the wheel? That's right. Brennan spun the wheel and he landed on Mr. Brunk again. So Miss Tway was going to choose it twice, but we came up with an even better idea. So Miss Tway is going to choose his outfit one time. But the second time, instead of Miss Tway choosing it, we're going to choose what he's going to wear. That's right. You, the students, are going to choose what this man wears. So here's the deal. You can choose anything you want. You're going to tell your teacher. They're going to let me know. We're going to get all of your ideas on them, and then we're going to vote for the very best one. And we're going to choose what we want Mr. Brunk to wear. What could it be? Maybe he wears a tie around his head all day long. Maybe he's got to wear a fake mustache. Maybe he's going to wear purple hair. I don't know. Maybe one of those T-Rex costumes that's inflatable and he has to run around with the little T-Rex arms. It could be he has to wear his pants backwards, maybe mismatching shoes. I don't know. Y'all come up with the ideas and then y'all get them sent to me. You don't have to tell me in the hall, although if you see Mr. Brunk, tell him what you think. I am so excited to see what y'all come up with. We're still doing the Mission Arlington food drive, so we're trying to get those cans in by December 18th. Get as many as you can in to beat Miss Tway, because you know she's going to bring them in. So the 18th is kind of the deadline. If you want to bring them on the 19th, we probably would allow that. All right. And then, y'all, I promised we're going to do Race Miss Neal. Guess what? They are there. They're in a Google Drive, which I have shared with your teachers. So right now, here's what I want you to do. Students, if you want to race Miss Neal, I want you to just silently put your hand in the air right now. Don't say anything. If you want to race against Miss Neal, everyone in the class that wants to do it, just raise your hand right now. There's a bunch of you. Yes. Now you're looking at your teacher. You're not saying anything. You're not breaking any rules. Your hand is in the air. Now I want you to give them the puppy eyeballs that you can. Give them those little puppy eyes. Now go for sad puppy eyes. Hand still in the air. And just stare at them kindly and sweetly, hoping, right? Letting them know that you want to see if you're faster than Miss Neal. But then I also promised we could do another one. So guess who I talked to and said they would do it? The next person for next week, you will race against Mr. Bergen. Dun, dun, dun. He is looking intimidating there, right? Look how happy he is because he just crushed some students in a multiplication race, and there's nothing in this world that makes him happier than crushing students in multiplication and addition races. He is terrifying, and he has been practicing for you. So this week, race Miss Neal. Next week, race against Mr. Bergen. How exciting is that? And here we have our joke of the week.
What do you call somebody with no nose and no body?
No nose and no body.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. That's funny. It took me a second to get that. Well, thank you so much for sharing that joke with us. And as promised, well, first, y'all be kind, work hard, do something nice for someone, and I'll see you next week. And as promised, find those elves. Have a great week.